Greetings all, it's Ruthie. I come to you from Zealous Publishing in Rosebank House. And I have been doing a little introspection and thinking. It's that time of year, well, I suppose every time of year is the time of year to be thinking about how one could improve one's character. And I am thinking about a few years ago where I made a video on this book and I wasn't very nice about it. It's Mum's book on motherhood called I Told You Not to Climb the Cactus. And I was really hateful about this book. I think I even left her a snippy review on Amazon, which is really not very nice of me. And I was thinking about it that I'm older now and I'm wiser. I'm still not a mother, but I think I have grown as a person. And I thought that what I should do as an act of penance is I should read you this book. I haven't actually read it since I last made that nasty video and left a snippy review. But I'm assuming that because I've become older and therefore wiser, I think that's how it works, that I should be able to read this and appreciate the deep truths that it holds and not blow up and just say nasty things and leave snippy reviews on Amazon, which I'm not quite sure how to take down. I do think I gave it 5 stars. I suppose there was some loyalty there. Nevertheless, I think it's very wrong to trash your parents' book and leave them snippy reviews on Amazon. So, as an act of penance, I shall now read this, and I think we should all be very impressed with how grown up and gracious I'm going to be. Right. Introduction. Oh, you know what? I do like that picture. That is just what our house looked like, although she should have put more leaves on the trees. Small critique there, but that's very nice. Okay. Introduction to Mum's book, I Told You Not to Climb the Cactus. And this is Mum speaking, by the way. I make no secret of the fact I would rather sit on the couch and eat chocolates than climb a mountain. Well, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I wholeheartedly endorse that opinion. That is why I have never climbed the one called Lot's Wife. It towers above my parents' beach house and oozes rugged magnificence. I got there by proxy once, however. Take some pictures of the view when you get to the top, I said to my husband Ian, as he and my brother-in-law prepared to take all the kids hiking one holiday. Don't rush, don't hurry home, and wave to us when you get there. We will see you from the garden, encouraged my sister Antoinette. She was thrilled, as I was, to be escaping the ordeal. Why would we bother climbing all the way up there when we can get them to take a photo, I said, as we waved goodbye. I couldn't agree more, said Antoinette, sipping cool lemonade. Seriously, who wants to struggle up a steep, muddy track surrounded by a pack of yapping kids? This book is actually quite nice. It doesn't seem to be quite as horrible as I remembered. Especially as the alternative is lounging in a deck chair, I finished, popping a caramel-scented chocolate into my mouth. Childless, said my sister. You left out the most important part. That goes without saying, I agreed. It was a delightfully lazy afternoon, and I enjoyed every decadent minute. When I saw the little figures like lice on the top of Lot's Beloved, I felt nothing but smugness. It was not until the evening when I saw the panoramic photos of the superb sea and landscape that my worldview crumpled. The men and kids had glowing faces and oozed endorphins. I, however, felt the sluggishness that comes from a lack of exercise and too much sugar. By nightfall, I was not so sure I had chosen the best way or been so clever. Their day involved a lot of effort and discomfort, but the end result was a sense of accomplishment. My day was easy, yet it seemed little and shallow in comparison. Motherhood is another mountain I did not want to climb. I make no secret of the fact I would rather eat chocolates than have a baby. I did, however, very reluctantly get out of my deck chair to give birth 4 times. That's disgusting. The mountain called Motherhood has been tough going, filled with pitfalls, slithery bits, and seemingly impassable precipices. There were moments that it felt like I was climbing a cactus. But the view, as I am now nearing the end of the climb, was worth it all. Who would have guessed that the child with the mouth who drove with her constant talking, would turn into an elegant woman with keen insight and delightful conversational skills. That the shy one who burst into tears if a visitor looked at her would travel through pirate-infested seas to work in an orphanage in Sri Lanka. That the toddler playing with used diapers, or the baby that his sister thought was her puppy, would grow into such handsome young men. While it is true my face is more lined and I never got to eat as many chocolates as my childish friends, I am very glad I got out of my comfort zone and had children. After all, nothing worthwhile in life comes easy. Monkeys and magic. An honest man once said, I wouldn't give you 2 cents for your child, but I would die for my own. I understood the first half of his statement. I was not keen on motherhood because it involved children. I just don't like them, I said to my mother. Sticky fingers, running noses, and all that howling and screaming. I can't stand it. Don't make the mistake of looking into prams, said my mother, who knew where I was coming from. It seems the apple had not fallen far from the tree. I spent the whole 9 months I was pregnant with you, torturing myself by looking into prams and asking, could I love that? We both knew the answer was no, yet I was a very loved child. Your own are different, said another veteran mother. Your own are beautiful. I certainly hope so, I thought. Newborn babies look like ugly red monkeys. Well, my mother always described me as very red with a cone-shaped head, which I was fine with. And then one day I was talking to my brother and I was like, oh, well, I was a very ugly baby. And Mum said to me, she's like, who told you you were a very ugly baby? I said, you did. She said, I never told you you were a very ugly baby. And I was like, Mum, you said I was red, covered in spots, and I had a cone-shaped head. And that is not the definition of beauty. And Mum's like, that doesn't mean you're a very ugly baby. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know which it was. So I put off having a baby. I knew, however, it was unlikely I would get through life without encountering motherhood. Some things happen, like it or not. Besides, I had observed that people who never had kids lacked a certain depth, as if the nurturing side remained undeveloped. Do you know what? I think this book is going to offend me on a whole new level. Wow. Wow. I also noticed they aged slower and kept youthful faces longer, which seemed ominous. It suggested, as I supposed, that raising kids was a grueling occupation. Well, you know, it's not a big barrel of laughs being a kid either. I remember this time that my sister and I decided we wanted bunk beds. And did we whine about bunk beds? Did we make it Mum's problem? No, we did not. Do you know what we did? This was so entrepreneurial of us, and we weren't given nearly enough praise for it. I mean, okay, Mum was 8 months pregnant at the time, but with one of my brothers. Anyway, the point is that we wanted these bunk beds. So I came up with this brilliant idea. Okay, so what I decided to do is I said to my sister, let's lift my bed and put it on the top of your bed. And my bed had like this, it was very strong of us actually, it was surprisingly athletic. My bed had this whole system of drawers. And I said to my sister, I will have the top bunk. And she accepted that, as is proper, because I was the eldest. So before breakfast, we got these beds, right, and I got my bed, and we managed to lift my bed to the top of her bed. And then there was about this much room for her to sleep in, and she got so difficult. She's like, I don't want to sleep in that little space. And I was like, Rachel, it's going to be fine. You're going to love it, because I was fine, and you're going to love it. And then the next minute, Mum came into the room to tell us it was breakfast, because she never ate with us. She said that if she had to start her day looking at us eat, she wouldn't get over it. She'd feel sick for the rest of the day. You know, I mean, it wasn't like we knew what table manners were, but anyway, that's another complaint. So anyway, we made these amazing bunk beds. And what do you think happened? Mum came in and she saw my bed sitting on top of my sister's bed. She came in like this because she's very pregnant. She's like, what have you done? And we're like, we made ourselves bunk beds, Mum. And Mum's like, oh, she was so nasty. Just because we happened to make ourselves bunk beds, I bet it's in this book. I bet it's in this book, and I bet she's still not praising us for how entrepreneurial and clever that was of us, and well, the goal of this video was to be very honouring and supportive of this book. It does not seem to have gone well, so until I am feeling calm and grown up again, I shall bid you adieu, and I shall say, because obviously I am doing this in an attempt to honour Mum, that I have been told by people who have raised children that apparently it's a hilarious book and everyone loves it. So I will, and this is very hard for me, I will read the back of it. You do not have to be perfect to raise great kids. You are more than enough. Find the hidden leader within yourself that your child will look up to. You have the power within you to fill your home with peace and harmony. Your warm nurture is the perfect environment for raising small children. Not another how-to book, instead with humour, must be the humour that people are going on about, and transparent honesty, Wendy Hamilton shares wisdom through stories that will both amuse and inspire you as you suffer through the prickles of motherhood. I'm sure we weren't that bad. I'm sure, and I think I speak for myself and my 3 siblings, we were not that bad. But at the end of the day, who knows? I've never been a mother. If you know someone who's struggling with motherhood, then maybe this is a book you should check out on Amazon. Maybe. I suppose I have to say that because I left a snarky review and this is what penance looks like. So, you know, go check out the book. I've been told it's great. See you later.